Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you how to paint realistic waves using acrylics in just under 10 minutes. So before we get started, this is the reference photo that I'll be using for this painting. I will leave a link for this in the description, along with all the paints and the paintbrushes that I'm going to use in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the blocking stage, where I'm going to cover the top half of the canvas with the sky color, which is ultramarine blue and white. As I go further down into the sky, I'm going to add more and more white. Then I'm going to cover the lower half of the canvas with the base color for the waves, which is light gray mixed with a little bit of ultramarine blue. Now I notice that the sky looks very light, so I'm going to add more blue. Before the paint completely dries, I'm going to use a wet brush to smooth out the rough areas in the painting. Then I'm going to use a little bit of ultramarine blue mixed with white to add more color to the base of the waves. And then I'm going to use a wet paintbrush along with a paper towel to clear the middle section, because this is where our brightest highlights are going to live. Now for the next step, I highly recommend you make use of the reference photo that I gave, or you can just follow along with me and see what I'm doing. I'm going to start working on the waves that are the farthest away. For this, I'm using dark gray mixed with a little bit of ultramarine blue. All I'm doing is just tiny horizontal strokes that are placed very close to each other with small blue gaps in between to make them seem small and far away. And as I move closer towards the viewer, I'm gradually increasing the size of the waves. How am I doing this? I'm just doing larger horizontal strokes with more of a gap in between them. Also, they are darker in color, so I'm adding more black to the mixture. Now do note that I'm not just doing straight horizontal lines, I'm adding a bit of randomness here and there to make the waves look more realistic. Now I'm slowly starting to pay attention to the middle section of the waves. The idea here is the same. The waves that are closer to the viewer should be larger in size, and the waves that are further away should be smaller. I'm just looking at whatever I've done on the same line and add the reference photo to choose the size and the shape of the waves accordingly. Now you can see me switch to a lighter blue color because I feel like the waves that are up front are way too dark, and I'm going to be brightening them up. Then I switch back to the darker color. At this point, I'm just going back and forth between the lights and the darks until I get the results that I want. Now do keep in mind that this is a repetitive process, it's not just a one-shot thing. This will take time and this will take effort in order to get results that look good. Now I'm going to start working on the brightest highlights of the waves. Again, I'm going to start working from the waves that are the farthest away and work all my way up till the front. All I'm doing is just simply tapping a mixture of white with a little bit of blue on the top of the waves.